and Mikey Joseph. And Lambert wins the tip, and they were moving left to right with the black uniforms on. And they'll take it and put it on the floor, and that's it.
North Gwinnett's got a little bit of those throwback looks that Syracuse wears, except they're in the red instead of the orange.
Yeah, they got the script across.
Yep.
It's the Bulldogs with the script. We talked about that, too. I guess I should have got on their uniform, too. I actually like them. I'm confused by Lambert, though, in a good way. What's this?
It's that Under Armour.
It's an Under Armour
trying
Nike
all the new
thing.
things.
I'm not going to give any flea publicity, but I buy Nike. I wear everything else. I don't buy it, though. In the corner, that's enough on that. They tip the ball free, and the ball is loose, and bringing it out is Morcom. Morcom is going to go, and he gives it off, and that's going to be Deckard. Deckard's shot is no good. Adam James gets the rebound down for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. And here's James. James into the forecourt, right-hand dribble over to Ethan Smith. Smith now gives it off to Kobe Leifson, and Leifson is going to work on it. North Gwinnett coming off their first game in a loss, 72-64 to Central Gwinnett here in the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on Saturday. And they will be in action tomorrow. They are the hosts, so they play all 3 days, and they wear white. And they get the funky introductions and all of that kind of good stuff, but that's just what makes it fun. You got to enjoy it. They've been outstanding and wonderful hosts, and we will settle in and have the Bulldogs and the Longhorns, and Ethan Smith cracks the seal with a jumper on the right corner, Ned.
Nice pull-up jumper there. Got a little separation when he pulled up and hit the open look.
Now I'm going to put it on the floor and drive. It's Mannion. Mannion's shot is no good. Rebound underneath is Morcom. Morcom underneath the basket may get a 3-second. They kick it out. There's Deckard, a long three. No, it'll be a 3-second. I thought he was in there long, but he got away with it. And a turnover for the Lambert Longhorns. Lambert, coached by Scott Baracco. He's in his 4th season. For North Gwinnett, it is Matt Garner. He is in his 1st season taking over for Zach Smith, who stepped down to pursue administrative ventures. But I love Zach, man. Been knowing Zach a long time since his college days. He was an outstanding coach at the program. A steal by Morcom. Over there, there's Deckard. Deckard now going to have to peel it back out and get it up to the top to Mills. Mills kicks it over. There's Mannion. Mannion shot off the hill of the rim. Rebound is up by Morcom. Up, no, he got fouled. He'll get 2.
And Lambert's led by Morcom and Mannion, 2 6'7", long, athletic wings that can score in multiple ways, and as was established in their opening win over South Forsyth, both of them went for 24 points.
A 74-51 victory over South Forsyth. Second ball game for the Longhorns. They come into the season 1-0, as Ned just told you. Free throw, no good by Morcom. Ross Morcom will get one more, number 23 in black. Lambert moving left to right. The free throw is good. 2-1 as we come up now on just about 2 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Adam James holds on the right side, kicks it to the top. It's Maffei. Now he gives it over, and there's Mikey Joseph. Joseph now swings it over to Ethan Smith. Smith tried to hit him on the cut to Leifson. Layup is off the rim, no good. Rebound, Scott for about it. Mannion, Conyer, Mannion smack that ball, and here they come back this way with Andrew Mills. Mills gets it down low to Morcom. Morcom up and in good, and they have the lead just like that. 3 points for Morcom.
Good job, Morcom, using his body, getting inside, and getting an easy bucket.
Leifson,
good hands
lazy
there.
pass. Morcom with the steal going all the way and the foul.
Morcom invited the contact there, took it, and still finished the play, and he'll go to add another point to his total already up to 5.
Adam James will get the foul called on him. That'll be his first and the team's second. Well, Morcom at the free throw line. And he's doing the heavy lifting now. He completes the three-point play. He has all 6 Lambert Longhorn points, and it's a 6-2 contest as Ethan Smith gives it over to Mikey Joseph. Joseph looking at James, Adam James. No, that's Adam James. That's not Todd Gurley. Adam James kicks it to Leifson.
James, the only returning starter for this North Gwinnett team.
Long three, badly missed by Ethan Smith off to the left, and the rebound going to come down to Matt Gwinnett. Gwinnett now brings it into the forecourt, swings it around. He looks on the backside, gets it down low to Mills. Mills has to peel it back out. Joseph picks him up in the corner, long cross-court pass, back out top to Morcom, and so he catches and fires a 3. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound hit the floor and came right to Deckard. To Mills, excuse me. Andrew Mims going to have it. Picked up by James. 3 minutes gone by in a 6-4 contest. The Longhorns leading. Bounces it on the top, puck out this Mannion. Mannion driving to the hoop. Ball got knocked away, recovered. They kick it back to the top. Deckard, a long 3. Mills, back iron, no good. Rebound going to come down to Morcom. Morcom up, shot, no foul. He was going up. He'll get 2, and I think that'll be called on Brandon Maffei.
And North Gwinnett early in this game and early in the season as well, kind of looking for an identity as a team. Early in this game, they kind of seem to be playing Lambert's pace. Lambert seems to be controlling the ball when they get into their half-court offense, as opposed to North Gwinnett's kind of trying to figure out who's going to create a play.
Free throw is good for Morcom, so he has all 7 points. And let's see, we'll have Deckert to come out. I won't confuse Deckert and Melms anymore. 11 is Deckert and 2 is Melms. And Caleb Casa will check in, number 13 in black. Second free throw, good by Morcom. Morcom filling it up really quickly now. He's 4 or 5 from the free throw line, and he has all 8 points for the Lambert Longhorns. Ethan Smith got hit with the foul drive, and there was a foul, and it was going to be called on Andrew Melms. His first and the team's first.
Got it right that time.
Substitutions now. David Vitti will check in, and taking a seat will be Russ Morcom. He just took all the offense out, Coach. 4:36 to go. Smith will inbound it. Kicks it in. There's a nice pass to Joseph. Layup good. Mikey Joseph with the layup.
Good inbounds play there, picking up the easy bucket.
Melms gives it off to Casa. And there's a jump right there by Vitti. Vitti, no good. Rebound comes down to Joseph. Joseph over to Ethan Smith. And he got a man up ahead. Nice pass on the layup. Check up. It's good. He just checked in. Ryan Smith with the layup.
Smith just beating Lambert down the court there, getting the easy bucket. And that's how North Gwinnett's getting their offense right now, is easy looks inside.
There's a corner three. Bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them, David Vitti. And he had a nice looking stroke with it. Pushed the lead out to 5. On a drive, stop. Kick it off on the drive to Ryan Smith. He couldn't catch it cleanly to go up, so Leafson drives. Got it blocked out of there by Mannion. And there's another 3. It's good. Ethan Smith, a 3.
Ball just bounced right to Smith. Caught it in rhythm. Corner 3, good.
3:30 to go. Stop. There's a jump, a 3-pointer. It is good. Andrew Melms getting in on the 3-point act. Back-to-back 3-pointers. But then they get beat down on defense. Smith, layup is no good. Rebound going to come off, and now is Mannion. Mannion going to give it over to Deckert and to Melms. I did it again. Melms will check in. Melms on a step back. In your mouth. Take it.
Melms showing that he could score. It's not just Morcom and Mannion for this Lambert team.
Yeah, he just put that in Ryan Smith's mug. And a foul in this second. Foul we call on Casa. Caleb Casa with the foul. His first and the team's second. Melms with 2 threes. Vitti has a 3, and that's 3 threes for the Lambert Longhorns already. And the substitution now is Mannion will go out. And checking back in now is Russ Morcom. So Ryan Smith catches the inbound over to Ethan Smith. Just under 3 minutes to go. Adam James kicks it to the top. DeLon Smith is into the contest. So Ethan Smith, a 3, no good. Adam James with the tip, no. It hit the floor. They fight for it, and Ethan Smith gets the layup good.
Just scrapping for offensive rebounds, and that's, I think, about the 4th or 5th layup that North Gwinnett's had just right at the rim. Outside of that 1-3, I think everything else has come inside the paint for the Bulldogs.
There's a shot up, no good by Gwinnett. Rebound comes down to Ryan Smith, who gives it over to DeLon Smith. And the Ethan Smith. This is the Smith Bulldogs. Ryan Smith, DeLon Smith, Ethan Smith, and DeLon drives, and he was fouled. Well, Morcom picks up his first. And the team third. So now checking in will be number 25, Lamb Dahlberg, in just a moment. Smith free throw is no good. Second free throw is good, so he split them. DeLon Smith, and that makes it 17-12 with 2:10 to go. There's the drive now by Melms, and the jumper, a 3-pointer, is good right off as Dahlberg, a 3, off the bench and into the scorebook for Dahlberg.
Lambert's getting a lot of looks, creating a lot of different opportunities for themselves on offense, using a variety of sets and plays.
4 straight threes for the Lambert Longhorns. So here he comes on the drive, kick it. There's another three-pointer. It's going to be off this time. They tip, fight for the rebound, come down to Ryan Smith. Or Mikey Johnson, excuse me. Johnson gives it over to Ethan Smith. Mikey Joseph holds it, and there goes down the lane, float up, no. Offensive foul called on Karsten Miller, who checked in. Offensive foul on Karsten Miller. That'll be his first and the team's fourth. Substitution, Connor Mannion will check in, and going out will be Daniel Vitti.
And early in this game, this Lambert team using a lot of players, deep bench, short run, so I would expect them to be fresh all game long.
And you know how I'm going to accentuate your point? The scores book is not big enough for them. 20 players listed. They've dressed 19, and most high school scorebooks hold 15. You get down to the end, you just have to split them.
Or just hope a few guys on the end of the bench don't get in.
They can get in, don't let them score.
Don't let them score, yeah.
72 seconds, here's Smith. Smith gives it over now to Miller. Miller gonna bounce it down, and he rounds it around to Ryan Smith. They hold it. Still looking at DeLon Smith. He still bails it back out. Under a minute with 56 seconds to go. 8-point ball game. Lambert with the lead. Lambert in black. The North Gwinnett Bulldogs there in white. Miller being harassed and out of all kind of control. Ryan Smith with the pass. There's Miller. Karsten Miller a jump good. They were patient and finally got a hoop. Karsten Miller with the jump. Dahlberg tried to feed it down low and a steal. Taken away. Here comes Ethan Smith. Smith in transition. Smith, bad bounce pass. He didn't see Dahlberg coming. He telegraphed that pass. Dahlberg was trailing on the play. Skyman broke it up and got the steal. 17 seconds. It's a 6-point game, 20-14. Gonna go and stop behind the back. There's the jumper. Good by Andrew Melms. Melms has 8 points, and that is the end of the first quarter. An impressive shooting display put on by the Lambert Longhorns. It is 22-14. They lead North Gwinnett right here live on SUV TV.
Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom sock of the Jared Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com, the coach's source for X's and O's.
Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, the nightcap of day 2, featuring the host North Gwinnett Bulldogs and the Lambert Longhorns. And a quick look, Andrew Melms with 8, Ross Morcom with 8, Vitti with 3, and Lime Dahlberg with 3 for the 22 points that comprise of Lambert's score right now. 22-14, Joel Hilsman, Ned Cash, glad to have you with us. Courtside, the best side, and there's Maffei. Maffei now drops that right shoulder, goes in, ball knocked away, good defensive effort and pressure by Mannion. So now here comes Dahlberg. Dahlberg with the bounce pass up ahead, putting it on the floor is Morcom. Morcom on the drive. He kicked it back out. Dahlberg wanted to catch it and shoot it. He still recovered and shot it. No good. Short. Chasing on the offensive glass is Decker. Decker put it up and in good.
Good hustle play there by Decker. Just crashing the offensive board. No one on North Gwinnett took a body, and he got an easy layup. And back the other way.
Yeah, Adam James came back. Not known for his scoring, essentially, but he is a returning starter. He gets the and one, and they'll go to the free throw line, 24-16, to try to keep this game within reach for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. You'll notice with North Gwinnett, nobody really, and we talked about this a lot on Saturday, they can create their shot. They're predicated off of ball movement, coming off those screens and being able to knock down those jumps. So good there for James to draw the foul, unable to complete the three-point play. They hustle for it, and it'll be out of bounds and go to Lambert.
He made the Todd Gurley comparison with the hair. He looked like Gurley running down the court there, beating everyone down the floor.
Andrew Mims will walk it into the forecourt. Mims with 8 points in that first quarter. A very prolific first quarter for he and Ross Morcom. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Missed it. Miller with the rebound. On the floor, Miller going to save it to Adam James. James going to pick it up now, get it up to Karsten Miller. Miller lead pass into the corner to Lifson. Lifson now gives it back out to Miller. Miller finally puts it on the floor now, goes in the quarter to DeLon Smith, who's going to pull the three-pointer. No good. Good rotation, offensive rebound. Miller underneath. Shot is up. It was blocked out of there by Mannion, and here comes the Longhorns over to Dahlberg. Dahlberg now going to kick it and give it back out. They'll swing it back to the top. Putting it on the floor and driving is Mims. Mims shot no. Dahlberg couldn't get the finish, and there was a whistle.
A nice no-look pass there from Melms, getting it inside to his big man.
Maffei with the foul. That'll be his second. The team's fifth. Dahlberg's free throw is good. He has 4. Mikey Joseph, 6'5", checking back in for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs, replacing Brandon Maffei, who was unable to get it going, and he has 2 fouls in the contest.
Joseph led the Bulldogs in scoring in their first game with 16 points. Maffei also in double digits with 10.
Second free throw for Dahlberg
Barely.
is no good. Harrison White into the contest, and Adam James goes right at him, and White takes his cookies. Here comes White. White into the forecourt. Feeds it up to the corner to Dahlberg. Dahlberg really wants to pull that thing. He does. It is short. No good. Black hole becoming is Dahlberg. Rebound to Miller. Miller fighting for it, and they will be a whistle on the play. So Dahlberg off the bench pulled him a 3, and he's ready to catch and shoot that thing. And now he will come and take a seat.
He had
as Matt Gano will check in.
Excuse me, didn't mean to cut you off there, but he had a nice ball fake. It looked like he just didn't reset after the defender flew by, and he just came up short on that three-point attempt.
Yeah, like you say, wasn't patient. Wasn't patient. It was a good ball fake, but he wasn't set. It was anxious to get that thing up. And sometimes you need that other 3/4 of a second to make sure you're set. DeLon Smith working on White. Now he swings it over. There's Adam James, a 3. It's going to be short off the front iron. No good. Rebound coming down to Austin Decker. Decker's going to bounce it off on the break. Good block defensively by Cody Leifson. Colby Leifson defensively in on the stop at 6'4". Ethan Smith will check back into the contest, and he will replace DeLon Smith.
Good job there by Leifson of coming over and making sure that he did not get any body contact, just getting the ball on that block.
Shot up, no. Foul on the floor, and I think that will be on Joseph. It will be Mikey Joseph. His first. The team's 6th, but it will be a shooting foul. And going to the free throw line will be Ross Morcom, who is 4 of 5 today. With 5:32 to go, Morcom free throw is good. Second free throw attempt coming up by Ross Morcom. It is good. So Morcom living at the line.
Not hard to make a living there when you're making them.
Smith will bring it up. Passes over to Leifson. Leifson now puts it on the floor. Now he's going to drop it down low to Ryan Smith. Smith turns, put it off the window. Good. Ryan Smith with a very nice move. And it's a 9-point game, 27-18. Lambert has led from the beginning. There's a long 3. Off, no good by Mannion, and a whistle. I take that back. North Gwinnett had a 2-0 lead. And since then, it's been all Lambert.
Mannion not on the board yet. One of their big-time players, a Navy commit, was all-county and all-region last year. Just hasn't quite found it yet. Luckily for him, his partner in crime, Morecambe, is picking up his scoring pace.
No, David Beatty will check back in, and Ross Morecambe will go out. Second free throw coming up for Ryan Smith. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped, and it's going to come down to Connor Mannion. Smith missed them both. There's a long three, good, and you just tossed him up.
He must have heard me.
Connor Mannion with a three ball.
We are sitting right next to Lambert bench, but I think he's been on the court all game, not listening to me.
I was about to say he's doing that. That's something wrong. Rebound is going to be ripped down by Austin Decker. I hear you, though. I like listening to you. Austin Decker into the forecourt. He's going to keep it between the rings now. Worked on by Ethan Smith, and he bounces it over to young Harrison White, who gets it out to the top to Mannion. Mannion is going to drive. Good defensive effort coming in there with that Colby Leeson in there playing good hustle defense it is.
Second time, Leeson's made a nice play on the ball without getting body contact. You know, these refs are calling it a little bit closer, calling some of those hand checks, so Leeson being very active with his hands.
Yeah, a very emphatic and experienced referee crew. Inbound, Vitti turns, shot in the lane is no good. Rebound is going to be ripped down by Dylan Smith. It'll be Smith, James, Smith, and Leeson on the floor for North Gwinnett. I continue to have fun with that. That'll be Ethan Smith, Ryan Smith, and DeLon Smith, and Adam James, and Colby Leeson.
Makes it a little bit easier to call the game.
Very much so. Kick it to the corner. There's a three by Leeson. Good. Give the dime to DeLon Smith. Leeson a three. And a timeout has been called. It's time for an SUV instant replay. The Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic replay. Catch. Good square follow through, and the three ball is good. 30-23 with 3:48 to go here in the nightcap of our second quarter action here from the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. So Lambert now will inbound it, and they will walk it into the forecourt. Shot no good. Smith is going to come away with it, and he's going to bounce it over to Ethan Smith. So Ethan Smith into the forecourt. North Gwinnett trailing by 9 in possession of the basketball, moving right to left as we come up on 3:20 to go. Kick it to DeLon Smith. 2 hard dribbles, going through the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound tipped and came away with it. Now is Caleb Casa, who's checked in now for Lambert during that timeout. Andrew Melms is back on the floor as well for the Longhorns. Melms kicks it over, and there's Gano. Gano with a little flip pass. Uh-oh, that'll get you. That'll have you a little conversation with the coach in the seat. He was going for Austin Decker, tried to flip it over there.
That one goes one way or the other, depending on if it goes where it's supposed to.
And Coach was reminding me to play some defense there. That's the advantage that we have right here. I just love listening to the coaching staff. Try to hit him on the back cut. It was tipped out of bounds, and will go over to North Gwinnett.
Good back cut there by DeLon Smith. He was being pressured by Deckard and over pressure, just got to the back door, but active hands from Lambert tipped that ball out of bounds.
Smith gets the inbound, and there's Leeson. Leeson wanted to pull it, and he does. Ooh. No good. Hill of the rim. Rebound comes down to Lambert, and they're going to take it away and run with it as Austin Deckard. Deckard now into the full court, surveying the floor, being patient, gives it over to Mannion. Mannion lost it. Now he gives it over to Melms, and they'll set it up with 2.5 to go. And a 9-point lead for the Lambert Longhorns. Joel Hilsman, Ned Cash, glad that you are with us here. Kobe Mannion going to drive, being worked on by Leeson. He's got the advantage. Leeson was hacking all the way from the foul line down to where they caught it in the lane on the block, and he'll go to the line.
Foul is charged, number 13, Leeson.
Mannion will shoot 2. They are in the bonus, but it was called a shooting foul. Connor Mannion with 3 points so far. First free throw of the night is good. Second free throw, front iron, no good by Mannion. And the rebound to Adam James. He gives it over to DeLon Smith, who's going to attack, go all the way. Shot is up, no. Whistle called, and he will get 2. And that will be on Austin Decker.
North Gwinnett attacking very early in possessions, not running a lot of half-court offense, trying to get the ball from one end of the floor to the other as quick as possible and before the Longhorns can get back on defense. And there you see it paid off by drawing a foul.
Free throw is good by Smith. Smith now 2 of 3 from the free throw line, and it's a 9-point ball game. In and out on the second free throw, leaving points up there. Now 2 of 4 from the line. Kick it out. There's Melms. Melms a 3, in and out, off the window, almost went back in. No, tipped and goes out of bounds. 2:03 to go. So substitution now. Austin Deckert will go out. Also David Beatty will go out. And checking back in is Lime Dahlberg. Inbound look by Casa. And he gets it into Melms. Melms gonna go. Got it blocked. Give me that. He didn't get the memo. A block party by Dallin Smith. And here comes Carson Miller into the forecourt. Miller gonna go all the way. Euro stepping to the hole. Up shot. No, he was fouled. Foul gonna be called on Dahlberg. 2 shots coming up for Karsten Miller in his first trip to the free throw line. Had 2 points in the first quarter, and he'll shoot for points 3 and 4 here with 1:52 to go in the second quarter.
Same trip for North Gwinnett, trying to beat Lambert down the floor, get into the hoop, and drew a foul there.
Back
you
on.
got to convert.
No good on the free throw. Second free throw is good. So we split them and has 3 points in the game and 1 of 2 from the foul line. 1:45 to go. Now here is Melms. Melms operating to Dahlberg. Dahlberg to Casa. Casa swings it to Melms. Melms going to fake, put it on the floor, goes to the baseline underneath the basket, leave it off of Mannion. Good. Threaded the needle on that dime drop off. A nice hoop right there by Mannion and a nice assist from Melms. Andrew Melms with a nifty find. Oh my, Ethan Smith trying to show off some nifty handles. Gives it to Adam James. James puts it on the floor, stops fading away, short corner, it's off. Rebound skied and 4, and Connor Mannion brings it down and he gives it up to Melms. With 75 seconds to go and Coach Baracco calls out the play. Harrison White getting some burn here in the second quarter. He's worked on by Miller. He's between the ring, but he doesn't have a count. So he swings it to the left of Melms, and that was a bad low pass. It was tipped there by Smith and out of bounds. DeLon Smith tipped it and out of bounds, so it still will be Lambert Longhorn basketball with 1:02 to go.
Lambert doing a very good job playing within themselves, controlling the game and the pace of the play by settling into the half-court offense and getting good looks.
5 count, good defensive effort there from North Gwinnett. Denied the ball. Dahlberg was really indecisive, but a good over pursuit and playing out top by the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
Using their athleticism to create turnovers.
Smith operating at the controls. We are under a minute now. Leafson's pass is taken away. Caleb Casa shot that passer lane and took it away. Here's Melms. Melms gets the call from Coach Baracco, and then he calls out the play. Now he reminds him of the clock, which goes under 40 seconds. Harrison White came off the baseline. Now he kicks it to Casa, trying to go down low. Be careful, another 3 seconds. Casa going to pull it back out, worked on by Smith. Now we try to get it. James tipped the pass. White recovers it. White down the lane, floats it up off the right of the rim. No good. Ethan Smith corrals the rebound with 23 seconds. White playing backcourt pressure and gives it up to Adam James. James is into the forecourt. James is going to go all the way to the hoop off the window. No, couldn't get it to fall. Adam James and the rebound of Connor Mannion.
Looks like Lambert's going to play for one here, get into their best set and run it here. 7 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, going to go ahead and have to go. Melms is going to drive. He kicks it to Casa. Casa, a corner 3. Good! At the horn, Caleb Casa knocks in a 3-pointer And we go to the half with it a 36-23, a 13-point lead for the Lambert Longhorns. Right here, this is the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic replay. Splash. More action, second half, on the SUVTV.com.
The 2015 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jared Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com, the coach's source for X's and O's.
The patience, but if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
We welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School, the main gym here in Suwanee, Georgia, for the second half of the contest between the Lambert Longhorns and the North Gwinnett Bulldogs here at the Jared Cook Classic, the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Joel Hillsman, Ned Cash with you. And Ned, what'd you see in that first half from either side of the ball? We'll start with Lambert. They have the 13-point lead. And what do you think they need to do to be able to remain in front?
I thought Lambert controlled the pace of play really well. They were very good in their half-court offense. And I think if they continue to do that and limit North Gwinnett's ability to get out in transition, which is how they scored most of their points in the first half, then Lambert should continue to lead this game and finish with the win tonight.
Come out with an early turnover there as Ethan Smith was able to get the steal. North Gwinnett now moving in transition, and Mikey Joseph's jumper is shot under in the paint is no good. They tip and fight for it. Man, hot potato with the basketball, and they're going to bring it out. Connor Mannion gets it up ahead now. Here's Andrew Mills. Mills going to flip it behind his back over to Ross Morcom. Morcom a three. It's no good. Tip, fight for the rebound, and there's a whistle. So it'll be Morcom, Ross Morcom, Connor Mannion, Andrew Mills, Austin Deckard, and is that Gano? Matt Gano on the floor for the Lambert Longhorns. Ethan Smith, Mikey Joseph, Adam James, Brandon Maffei, and Colby Leifson, the five on the floor for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
Only one Smith for North Gwinnett to start the half.
At the moment, yeah. There's Leifson off of a three. Good. Off that screen, a three. Give James the assist. Leifson with his second three of the contest.
Look for Leifson to try to start to get going here to really spark this North Gwinnett offense. He's a player that can score. He had 14 points last game, so we'll see if he can get on the scoreboard a little more here in the second half.
Yeah, there's the handoff. There's off the top, Connor. Oh, the three. Connor Mannion, a three.
But same going with Mannion. Guys started slow, didn't have any first quarter points, had a few in the second quarter, had 24 in their first game. So we may see a shootout here in the second half.
He's up to 9 now. Speaking of first quarter, you're exactly right. A very quiet, scoreless fourth quarter. And a turnover as James lost it out of bounds. 6:35 to go. Coach Baracco wanted to make sure that he gets the play inbound. Had a little conversation with the ref, and now calls out the set for his team. So into the forecourt now is Melms. Melms swings it around on that right side to put it on the floor. That's Mannion. Mannion's shot is no good. They fight for the rebound. It comes back out. Ooh. There's a little float up in there. It fell off the rim. Put back up. Blocked from behind the foul. I think they'll call it on Mikey Joseph. Mikey Joseph commits the foul, and Ross Morcom will be at the line with 6:15 to go. 39-26. It is a 13-point Lambert Longhorn lead.
The first 2 minutes of this quarter, it seems like Lambert's a lot quicker getting to the ball, getting a lot of the loose balls, making plays.
Hustle, 50-50 ball.
Yep.
One of the big important things of basketball at any level, get the 50-50 balls, especially when you're an even match team. Lambert right now trying to make it seem like that they are a better basketball team. They've got them a 14-point lead, 15-point lead. Easy layup, Brandon Maffei. He finally scores. Maffei. Andrew Mills peels it back out. Left-hand dribble, belt high as he sets it up for the Longhorns. Longhorns are in black. North Gwinnett in white. North Gwinnett, the whole school. As it has been the case all the years that the annual Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic have been held. A long three hits the floor. Good chase down and good hustle there by Austin Deckard.
Lambert running a lot of baseline screens for their big scores in Morcom and Mannion. North Gwinnett right now doing a good job of fighting through those screens and not giving them open looks.
Ethan Smith will come into the forecourt, worked on by Melms. Now he gives it over to Brandon Maffei, over to Adam James. James kicks it out to the top. There's a long three by Maffei. Good. Not Maffei, excuse me, Leifson. Leifson with his third three. He now has 9 in the contest, all of them from the land of deep. Stop. There's a pull-up, a three. Good. In your mouth. Have that. Take some with you. Andrew Mills has hit 2 of those threes with the defender draped on him both times. He's just piling up the victim list. Goodness gracious, DeLon Smith will be checking in just a moment, as will Caleb Casa. Swings it to the top. Now he kicks it, and he shot the passing lane, almost a steal as he climbs up the ladder almost. Matt Gano into the 4th or 5th row and comes on back down. And he'll come from the bleachers to across the court to the bench as Casa replaces him.
Could have just taken a seat over there in the bleachers.
Yeah, that's true. He could have. Not that hostile a crowd over there. He was safe. And you know, sometimes when you get into region games, this gym really will get to rocking, man. When the North Crosses come to town and those type people, oh, man, really rocks up here. All right, there's Mikey Joseph going to drive. Joseph with the shot. It was bothered and blocked from behind, out of bounds. We've got a whistle, and let's see. It'll be out of bounds and stay with North Gwinnett. With 4:44 to go here in this third quarter. And the nightcap, remember, we've got 5 games for you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's nightcap, this gym might really bust at the seams. 44-31, 4:39 to go. Take it. Flipping across the lane is Kobe Leeson. No. Rebound, back up, batting in the fade. Good. Mafi. Why do I keep saying Mafi? Mafi. I'm sorry to the Mafi family. And there's a traveling violation by Caution. You got to make up your mind, son, which way you want to go. Got to put it on the floor. Either way, it's a turnover. 44-39, and Coach Gardner stands up and gives the offensive play. 4:20 to go. 13-point contest. No, excuse me, 11-point contest. Uh-oh. How many games is this today? Take it out to the top. You know what? I'm looking over at our wonderful producer. She knows what I'm about to say.
Ooh.
The 3 is no good. I don't have to say it. She caught it. Mims is going to bounce it off on the Casa layup. Good. Way to run the floor. Good transition bucket right there. Lead pushed back up to 13. So now you're seeing that when North Gwinnett is able to make a push, maybe get it down to 9, Lambert, as I like to say, keeping them at arm's distance. Nice driving layup there by Mikey Joseph, his second field goal.
I think part of that, as I mentioned at the beginning of this quarter, Lambert's done a good job controlling the pace of play. As you see here, you know, they got a quick run out, but North Gwinnett scores. They're going to take their time getting up the court, make sure they get the best look they can.
Melton gives it off, and now here comes Ross Morcom down the lane, and he was called for steps.
Looked like he might have taken a travel at the top of the key. I didn't see it there. May have been a makeup call, but of course refs don't do those, do they?
I'm going to remain mum on this particular officiating crew. I know who they are. I know where they're from. I'm not speaking one word. I normally get on the refs. Can't get on this particular. Well, I could, but it's been a pretty clean game. I did not see a travel right there myself. Nice little push off by Smith, gives it to Mikey Joseph. Joseph's going to stop. A long 3. Got the roll, living right, Mikey Joseph.
3 balls starting to fall for both teams in this half, make it score and go up at a little quicker pace.
Exactly right. 2 in this quarter from the Lambert Longhorns and 3 in the quarter from the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Bounce it to Casa. Casa's pass was deflected, but Ross Morcom was able to get it. Morcom down the lane. Blocking foul now. ISO charge right there. Thought he had good position there, Ryan Smith, and an offensive foul was not called. It's a blocking foul, and going to the free throw line will be Ross Morcom. Morcom has lived at the line, had him a fine day at the line. He is 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
I will take the ref side on that one. I thought Smith's right foot was still sliding when Morcom went up in the air.
Both free throws are good. 4-4, so Morcom with 4-4 at the line here in this second half. He is 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
Leafson again, he's feeling it.
He is. His third 3 in this half and 3rd in the quarter, 4th in the game with 2:20 to go. Stopping, and a long 3 is good. No, offensive foul call. Is there something with Andrew Mims and falling down in 3s? That went in even though it did not count.
Melms has a sweet stroke, and a couple times Leeson's gone down there and hit a 3, and Melms come down on the other end and responded. Lambert's going to use a timeout here, and 7-point lead. They'll probably get a timeout and just make sure that this lead stays at, like you said, at an arm's distance.
Yeah, it still is. 7-point lead, 2:23 to go. Lambert calls the 30-second timeout as we take a look at our instant replay of the Jan Cook tip-off classic instant replay. Leafson with that 3.
Just a little screen there, pin down screen at the top of the key to get Leafson free. He did have a hand in his face, but had enough separation to get that shot and get a good look at the basket.
Leafson coming off 12 points in their loss to Central Gwinnett, and he had 3 3-pointers in that particular game. So he has really picked it up here today. He has 4 3-pointers. Ethan Smith got off to a fast start with 7 points. He's been quiet ever since that quick 7 points in the first quarter. Gonna bounce it to Ryan Smith. Smith gonna hold it and kicks it over to the left side. Now he's gonna put it on the floor in a foul. Leifson was fouled out high by Caleb Casa. And I'll get Casa, that'll be his third. Third and the team's third. Joseph gives it over to Ethan Smith. Smith being worked on by Andrew Mills. And they try to pop it out with DeLon Smith, and he's coming out. Good defense by Deckard. Deckard still looking to run the defense with the offense, and there's Ethan Smith. I just spoke him up. Ethan Smith, a 3-ball. He has 10 now in the contest.
And the threes continue to fall for North Gwinnett, and on the other end, Lambert getting a good look at the basket, and looked like Mannion will go back to the line.
Drawing the fouls and drawing the contact. That'll be the third team foul, but they're still finding their way to get to the line and shoot. Well, Connor Mannion going to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 on the day with 1:47 to go here in the third quarter. Free throw good. Five-point game. North Gwinnett has pulled to within 4, Ned. But as we continue to say, arm's length, just enough to keep them off, almost like a mini Heisman.
I like that. Yeah, North Gwinnett's going to have to be very efficient on offense. They've stopped Lambert a few times on the defensive end, but haven't been greatly efficient on the offensive end with the ball.
Joseph swings it on the left side. Leifson off a screen, a 3 short, off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound is going to come down, and here comes Gano now. Hands it off, and there's Milms. Milms back to Gano. Gano swings it down the left side. They're going to dribble up. Deckard layup. No. Nobody down there on the boards, and it'll be out of bounds. Nobody for Lambert, that is. Oh, check it, number 15. That's Hunter Furlong into the contest. Did not see him come in. He's seeing his first action here in this third quarter.
He was surrounded by a body of white jerseys, but you're right. A good job by North Gwinnett of getting to the basket and boxing people out, and Lambert did not crash the offensive boards on that shot.
DeLon Smith will walk it across the timeline. North Gwinnett trailing now by 6, trying to make a move right here before the end of the third quarter. And that is not going to do it. Maffei with a bad pass. Mills with the steal. Mills on the break. The layup is no good. The tip, the rebound is going to come down Ethan Smith, and now he will be fouled. And the foul will be on. Is that going to be Connor? Yep, will be Connor Mannion with the foul. That'll be his second foul.
Melms was about a step too late and giving the ball up to Gano. It made his layup a little more contested, but if he had just given that up 1 step earlier, I think it would have been an easy deuce for the Longhorns.
Outstanding point. I agree with you 100% there, Ned. It was just a split second too late. And in basketball, a split second is sometimes all you need. Ethan Smith fires a 3, no good. And we even have a whistle. Is it going to be something down underneath the basket, or is it going to be an offensive foul? It is going to be an offensive foul. Coach Garner didn't like that. Brandon Maffei hit with that foul. An offensive foul. It also goes as a turnover. That's his third. Substitutions now. Furlong goes out, and Harrison White will check in. Now he'll see his first action here in the third quarter. Got some good burn in the second quarter. And White has it. White swings it over on the left side. There's Austin Deckard. Deckard back to White. Trying to take a look. Now they're going to peel it back out, or they're going to hold it for one shot. And they are going to do that. Smith wanted to come out. Take a look right here at Dellin and Milms when you get a moment. Dellin Smith kind of eyed him down a little bit and then walked up to him knowing they're running the clock. There must have been some words exchanged between those two when we weren't looking. Because DeLon Smith, who's now working on him, he's going to have to go the screen. Milms lost it out of bounds. And a turnover. And Coach Scott Baraka raises his eyes to the rafters. He can't believe it.
Definitely not the execution you're looking for after you hold the ball for 30-plus seconds, but now you got to try to get a defensive stop and not let North Gwinnett get some momentum here at the end of the quarter.
Leeson catches it. Maffei, the shot at the horn. No, tip back in, good by Miller.
I don't think the clock started there because that play certainly took more than 4 seconds.
both coaches are out there and this ref is upset. Well, when I looked up and saw the clock, it had 2 seconds on it. I was paying attention to the inbound. Are they going to count it or they're not going to count it?
The clock had not hit zeros, but I believe the clock started late.
We do have the replay, of course, but we do not have the clock, and they have not decided what they're going to do with it. They're sitting there talking. They're still talking. Are you going to count the basket and wave it off? They waved the basket off. All right, so that'll be the end of the third quarter. Lambert leading North Gwinnett 50-44. Fourth quarter action coming up on the other side of this break. We welcome you back for the fourth and final frame. Joel Hilsman along with Ned Cassius is the Tip-Off Classic, the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic 2015 version. The North Gwinnett Bulldogs trailing 50-44. They are the host of the Lambert Longhorns. It is a 6-point ball game as we start this fourth quarter. Out of the corner, a three, Miller, no good. Rebound ripped down by Connor Mannion.
Melms, the junior point guard, has been in very control of this offense throughout the game. We've seen his ability to make the shots, but he's done a very good job controlling the offense.
Ross Morcom pulls a three. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound is long and scooped up by Brandon Maffei, and he gives it over to Miller. And Carson Miller going to come all the way, swings it across the court to Leeson. Leeson behind his back to Ethan Smith. Ethan, 2 dribbles to drive, shot up. Good defensive presence there by Mannion, and Morcom gets the board for the Longhorns. They'll come back this way. 7:05 to go fourth quarter. Melms driving, got it blocked from behind. Nice defensive effort by Dylan Smith. Coach Baracco wanted to foul call.
Lobbying.
And a section of Lambert Longhorn faithful that made the trip over from coming, they also wanted something. Lambert in Forsyth County, still a rather new school, but man, do they have themselves a pretty good lacrosse program.
Yeah, very good lacrosse program. The facilities over there are phenomenal. Great school, beautiful stadium, and basketball arena.
The Longhorns of Lambert driving, and Maffei will hit the foul. That'll be his fourth, and going to the free throw line will be Ross Morcom. I've had the privilege to go over there for some lacrosse games and some football games, and Lambert, that football team, actually made the playoffs this year. Won that region, if I'm not mistaken, but then they ran into Collins Hill, and Collins Hill was a bear, but still growing. But the Lambert people and the Lambert program, man, they get behind them there in Forsyth County. And Forsyth getting the love here lately, especially in the gridiron as we move from football to basketball. South Forsyth still in the mix. But, man, do they have themselves a tough test coming up on Friday night.
And the Longhorn basketball program also very successful. Don't want to leave them out. 2 second-round appearances the last 2 years in the state tournament.
That's what you got to do. Got to get into the postseason, win that first game, and continue to build a program. And Coach Baracco has done that. Back-to-back state appearances, and now this is his 4th season. So you can see the progressive swing. There's a ball in there knocked away, and he's running out on the break. Hands it off on the left. Deckert with the layup. No, Melms left it for him. Rebound back up there. All right. Morcom couldn't do it, so Melms is going to pull it back out.
Melms making plays all over the court. A nice no-look pass there. The layup was missed. He stayed inside and grabbed that offensive rebound, pulled it back out to get an extra possession for the Longhorns.
I wanted to give him the dime drop because it was coming. Morcom a three. His first 3.
And there's that extra possession that your point guard steals with an offensive rebound inside.
And there's that arm pushing you away just enough. Lead goes back out to 10. 2 minutes gone by here, fourth quarter. Smith over to Smith. Holding and looking, he puts it on the floor. Now he's gonna spin and flip it up off the glass. No good. Smith got the rebound. Got it blocked. Give me that. The memo. The block party. Connor Mannion with the block. Feedy tried to feed the post, and we've got a foul down low.
Physical play in the post there. Morecambe doing a good job of getting position, and he drew a foul there.
Mikey Joseph is into the game. That's the team's 6th foul on North Gwinnett. Joseph is in, and DeLon Smith will take a seat. Mims, as you mentioned, has been very poised and in control of the Lambert Longhorn offense with 5.5 to go. He swings it over on the left side to Veedy. Veedy now dumps it down low. They kick it back out to Morecambe. Morecome's 3 is no good. Rebound gobbled up by Mikey Joseph. Inside out, got the shot, just couldn't get the rebound and couldn't get the shot to fall. Ethan Smith, a little tricky dribble, gets below the foul line, and we got a whistle.
Very good job there of Mannion seeing the double team, having his head up, finding Morecambe for a good look. He just couldn't convert on this one.
Yeah. 5:16 to go. Adam James will check back in for North Gwinnett, and taking a seat will be Karsten Miller. $5:15 to go inbound, and it was deflected off of Austin Decker.
And luckily for the Longhorns, that was tipped away as North Gwinnett had done a good job on an inbounds play, and Smith was open.
James came in the corner. Ethan Smith, a long 3, bang. All 3 of them for Ethan Smith. His 3rd three-pointer of the game.
The 3-point basket, keeping North Gwinnett relevant, keeping them around here.
They've closed to within 6. Got it down to 5 at one point, and a foul is on the floor. And this one will be on Mikey Joseph. Joseph picks up his 3rd. That'll be the team's 7th. So now Lambert in the bonus for the remainder of the day. This right now is the single bonus, the 1-and-1.
A little later getting to it in this game than our last one.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent all month, most of the 3rd and the 4th quarter in the bonus. 1-and-1, free throw is good. For Connor Mannion. Now 4 or 5 from the free throw line.
Man, and we talked about the Navy commit last season, averaged almost 12 points and 8 rebounds. So he's a guy who can score and will only look to improve both those numbers in his senior season.
2nd free throw is good. Man, you just think about what Navy could have with him and Cam Cox.
They came to the right place for talent, the state of Georgia.
Oh, it's plenty here now. Don't get me started on that soapbox, Ned. I know you had worked with me before, but I got plenty of soapboxes. I get on them, fall off on them, and get back up on them. Georgia is filled with talent, especially in basketball. I like to accentuate the basketball more so because it's so football-driven. Substitutions now coming in will be David Veedy and Caleb Costa. I'm impressed with this Lambert Longhorn ball club right now, especially Ross Morecambe and the player, the point guard at Andrew Mills, number 2. 4:39 to go. It is a 9-point game, 56-47. Inbound to Mikey Joseph. Joseph rattles it away, puts up a little lefty hook. Good. Mikey Joseph. He now has 9 in the contest. North Gwinnett not going easy now as they bring it down to 7.
And once again, Melms will get the ball and get everything settled and getting the correct set to get the best look that Lambert can get.
There's a count on him. I don't think he realized that. All right, so there's the pass. Gwinnett has had a quiet evening, is yet to score. Good hustle there from North Gwinnett. It tipped line out on the line. Whose ball will it be? It'll go to Lambert.
Good hustle by Leifson to get down floor and get on the floor for the ball, but he just didn't have anybody to help him. He couldn't corral the ball, so Lambert will get another chance at this possession.
Leifson with 9 points in the 3rd quarter, all of them on threes, and that kind of helped get North Gwinnett back into this contest at some point. They got it down to 5 trailed it by 6, now down by 7. So they're within striking distance. Hill of the rim three-pointer is no good. Rebound will come down to Leifson. And Vitti hustling. Something about that sideline. I'm glad they're doing that over there. not over here. 3:42 to go. Joseph turns with the left hand good. Back-to-back hoops by Mikey Joseph.
Joseph doing a good job of getting the defender behind him, getting over his right shoulder to get to his strength, his left hand.
The North Gwinnett crowd and the North Gwinnett players trying to put some energy into the place now. They pulled it within 5. That's as close as they've gotten. And a turnover, a steal from Kobe Leifson. Kobe Leifson has really turned it on in his second half. Leifson going to push the break over to Joseph. Here's a 3. Kaboom! And Lambert has to call time. They've got it down to 2 points now. 56-54, a full timeout call. It's time for an instant replay. There he is, Mikey Joseph sitting over there in that corner. And hits the 3 to cut it to 2. And there's plenty of time to go, 2:58 to go. It is a full timeout.
And we talked about it earlier in the game. For North Gwinnett to get back into this game, they were going to not only have to get stops on the defensive end, but be efficient and be good scorers on the offensive end. They've done that the last 3 possessions down the field on the back of Mikey Joseph, but good defense. And Lambert, I think, is settling for outside shots. Morecambe's taking 2 or 3 three-pointers from the top of the key in this fourth quarter. I'd like to see him try to get to the basket, whether it's driving or posting up his man.
And Ned, you hadn't been here with us before a couple of games. I may have said this or not. The DJ has been great. Outside of the basketball, the DJ has been great. That's the next best thing. Well, no, the basketball, then SUV TV.
And then the DJ.
Yeah.
He's got the crowd going right now.
And sometimes the basketball picks up when SUV TV is here. We just show up and all of a sudden, it does stuff to you.
Lights,
man.
camera, SUV TV.
What you're able to do, and that's what we always say. I remember this from the great Michael Jordan. He used to play every game because he never knew who was at the game and had never seen him play before. And you just have to remember that. And it's a nice crowd here, but you never know who's gonna see this a little later. And then what's the old saying? Film don't lie.
Film don't lie.
Yeah, I try to see it and say it what I see it. And what I see right now is a 2-point game, 56-54. Lambert has the lead. They're walking into the forecourt. He's Ned Cash. I'm Joel Hillsman. We're glad that you're with us. The SUV TV, the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic in North Gwinnett trying to make a rally. They've made the rally. Now can they go ahead and get on top? They're trailing by 2. And there's a steal by Dylan Smith. Smith is running. He's got Leifson with him. Smith is going to go all the way to the hoop. Count it up. No, offensive foul. Right there in front of the bench, and Coach Matt Gardner did not like it. He's trying to be respectful. Offensive foul. But the break kind of got messed up. Him and Leifson couldn't get up ahead and create space for him on a 2-on-1. I'm not upset for Dylan Smith for going up and trying to get that hoop, though. None at all.
They were a little tight there on their transition, but good hustle there by Ross Markham, getting back on defense and getting in the way, getting his feet set, and creating a play after his team turned the ball over.
That was Smith's first foul. So North Gwinnett now going to have to make another defensive effort if they want it. Andrew Melms at the controls of the Lambert offense. He's been doing a fine job all day. Goes around the screen. He kicks it off on the top. There's Decker. Decker down to Mannion. Mannion between the circles. 2:11 to go. Peel it back out. Now they'll set it up again. Gonna go with that double high screen that's not there. He's not going to use it, so he kicks it in. And Leifson batted the ball away. But Lambert is going to recover it. We go under 2 minutes. You want to get it over to Lambert in a foul as Smith comes flying into the scorer's table. Leifson and Joseph come over and check on him. He's going to be all right. And they're going to go to the free throw line. Will be Andrew Mells, and this will be his first trip to the line. It's just a 1-and-1, though. 1:56 to go.
Big chance here to extend the lead to a 2-possession game. Melms, we've talked about him, played well all game. He shot the ball well. He's controlled the offense. Let's see if he can hit some clutch free throws late in this game.
Back iron. No, he missed it. Adam James back in the game. He gets the rebound. Up ahead as Ethan Smith. Smith is going to stop and try to kick it over to Mikey Joseph. That's not a good possession there for North Gwinnett. They got to slow down and be patient right now.
Yep.
They're trying to force the issue. They're only down by a basket.
They're getting the defensive stops. They're just not being efficient and smart with the ball on offense.
Crowd chanting defense. Cheerleaders chanting defense. They're trying to make some noise. Adam James is playing defense. Here's Melms. Melms being harassed and chased now by DeLon Smith. Working on that clock. 75 seconds. James now working on Gwinnett. And Gwinnett has to call a timeout. Lambert has to call a timeout. North Gwinnett has upped the defensive pressure. 67 seconds, it's 56-54.
Lambert trying to control the clock. They have the lead and they have the ball, but I'm just worried they may have gone to a little stall mode too early, gotten out of their offense. I know you want to play smart, you want to run as much clock as you can, but you're probably going to need to put a few more points on the board if you want to come away with this win.
Yeah, that's the one trick sometimes, the stall ball.
Yeah.
It's not playing to win. You need to try and go to the hoop and get some buckets. Just in my opinion. What do I know? I'm an announcer. I'm not a coach. But I'm glad to be here with you, and we've got ourselves one heck of a ball game and one heck of a finish. North Gwinnett has not had the most outstanding of days now. 14 points in the first quarter, were held at 9 in that second quarter. Kind of exploded in that third quarter behind 9 from Kobe Leeson.
Yeah, they've cut that 13-point halftime deficit to 2 points now. Haven't held the lead in this second half, but you get one stop here and you got a chance to take the lead or at least tie it up. So
yeah,
we'll see if North Gwinnett uses a timeout if they get this defensive stop or if they try to get some easy transition buckets.
And the thing about it, in that third quarter, North Gwinnett had their biggest quarter at 21 points. Here in this second quarter, it's only been 10 points, but those 10 points have got them within 2 points.
Well, they've played good defense and haven't allowed Lambert to get many points. Lambert with only 6 points here in this fourth quarter.
One field goal, and that was a three-pointer from Ross Markham. So it'll be sideline out of bounds. We'll set it for you. It'll be Mikey Joseph, Ethan Smith, Adam James, Colby Leifson, and DeLon Smith for North Gwinnett. Andrew Melms, Connor Mannion, and no offensive foul was called. The crowd reacted to it. And they also have Ross Markham on the floor along with Andrew Deckert. Deckert fell down. DeLon Smith, that's not a foul. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't think that was a foul. That was good hustle there from DeLon Smith.
Well, it's just
that's going to be his 10th foul, the team's 10th, so double bonus. Go ahead, Nick.
They've been letting North Gwinnett play pretty physical on that last possession, get some hand checks, try to knock the ball loose. So that looked like one of the lighter contact situations in that last 20-second flurry.
I'm not pulling for either team, but he had him at the end line, and he just bumped and then went for the ball. Back in my days, I'd have got hit with a tech.
Melms calmly knocks down that one after missing the front end of a 1-and-1 on his last trip to the line.
Push the lead to 3.
This is the big one. Make it a 2-possession game here.
Very much so, with 48 and 9/10 seconds. Young Harrison White is in now. Free throw, good. He hit them both when he needed to. 2 or 3 from the free throw line. And as he said, it's a 2-possession game now. 4 points. Here's Mikey Joseph. Joseph is going to cross the timeline and call timeout. 44 and 2/10 seconds to go.
So we'll see here what Coach Gardner draws up for his Bulldogs. I think we may see something. They may try to get Colby Leifson free for a 3-point look. He's been shooting the ball well all day, but you definitely don't want to put everything into a 3-point shot. Plenty of time left. If you can get a good open 3 look, you want it. If not, work for the deuce, play defense, try to create a turnover.
Welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School out of the timeout. A very intense Lambert Longhorn timeout. And then talking about defensive positioning and who not to let to touch the ball and manning up. Everyone needs to know what they're going to do.
A lot of focus on getting through screens and making sure you crash the defensive glass. Got to get a rebound. Can't let North Gwinnett get a second opportunity.
Smith now to James. James, he's wide open to Joseph. Joseph layup, he blew it. Rebound is underneath by Smith. Smith in the paint, put it up. Shot, no foul. He'll go to the free throw line.
A tough foul call there for Lambert, but a good board inside by Smith. And good job getting back up with it and drawing the foul.
Mikey Joseph had an open layup, but DeLon Smith crashing the glass, got the rebound.
Mikey Joseph's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Morcom has fouled out. Fouls out with 18 points in the game. Free throw, Smith, good. Smith, all of his points today from the free throw line. He's 3 of 5, 4 of 6. 2-point game with 28 seconds. You're going to have to foul at some point if you can't get the steal. Mims now harassed, tried to get it across. Timeout was called. Almost was a 10 count. 21 and 9 seconds, 58-56. Hold on, man. Woo.
And
it's hot in here.
There's a rule you see changed in the college game this year where a coach can't call a timeout. Here in high school you obviously can, but a good heads-up timeout there, knowing his team was struggling to get the ball across the timeline with a 10-second count, getting near, timeout, draw up your play, and now you have 10 more seconds to get the ball across.
I actually like it that the coach can't call the timeout.
You see it in the college game now. These coaches are wanting to call the timeout, and the refs, you can't do it, and they're yelling at their players. So
putting the game more into play. I'm a player's guy, so I'm going to feel that way.
Yep.
Because at the same time, you got to have the IQ to know what's going on in the game. And then when you're in the timeout, coach, you got coaching. You got to let everyone know what you want done in certain situations.
Right.
That was my 2 cents. And just my opinion. Opinions were free.
Hey, I was going to say, everyone's allowed to have them.
I had one in my pocket and one on Lilway. That's my good buddy Stacey Holt right there with that one. The Huffster over in Columbia. Shout out to my boy Stacey Holt, the Huffster. 58-56.
So Lambert will have to get the ball in here. North Gwinnett will be pressing. Let's see what Coach Bracco drew up to get his best free throw shooter open, you would assume.
58-56, 21 and 9 seconds. Lambert with the ball and the lead. Obviously, North Gwinnett will try and get a quick steal, and if they can't, they'll have to foul and turn them on to the free throw line. They are in the double bonus, and things kind of.
Smith and Melms again. You mentioned it early in the game.
See, yeah, they're still going at it right there in the middle. Look at Smith looking at him like, what are you doing? You need deodorant on. Take it in a foul in the backcourt on Austin Deckert. Deckert was fouled. The foul was on Ethan Smith. So Deckert now will go to the free throw line. Smith with his first foul, 19 and 17 seconds. Lambert's going to peel everybody off of the free throw line. Leifson is down here in the corner. He was trying to chill, but they saw him. Free throw. Good. There's a big free throw there. But Deckert, that's his first free throw of the contest, 59-56 now.
Deckert stepped to the line with confidence. Look to do it again here and again, make it a 2-possession game.
Second free throw, good.
It does. I was worried I was going to jinx him. But cool in the face of pressure.
James quickly into the full court and calls the timeout. 17 seconds. North Gwinnett calls a full timeout.
With 17 seconds, I think you still have plenty of time to work for the easy layup. Don't have to force the three. But again, then you have to be ready to jump right into your press. And if you don't get a turnover early, probably want to look to foul, maybe not even give them the chance to try to get the 10 count with only 17 left on the clock here in the game.
Yeah, this is what they get paid to do. They can coach. You can coach for the easy two or get the three. You're going to need 2 possessions either way. You get the 3 and they get both free throws, then it kind of keeps you in that same thing, and you can tie it at the end.
And the way Lambert's been making their free throws here in the fourth quarter, that 3 ball looks like it may be needed. But if you can create a situation where you get that quick layup and you get a steal, then makes it a lot easier. You would think for North Gwinnett it would be Leifson or maybe Ethan Smith to get the look. Mikey Joseph has put up a handful of points here in the second half, so I would expect those 3 to be the primary options, with Leifson possibly being the 3-point shooter. Smith also showing the ability this game to hit the 3, hitting 1 from the corner.
Side out of bounds. North Gwinnett will inbound it. And he gives it to DeLon Smith. Clock running at 15 seconds. Smith lost his balance. He's being guarded by White. He's going to drive and a foul. That's what he did not want with 12.2 seconds. Now you got a rebound.
Yeah, White playing good defense there. Just stuck that left arm out at the last minute to slow down Smith, and that's where the foul was.
His first. So Smith will be going to the free throw line. All of his points have came from the free throw line today. He's 4 of 6. Substitution now as Matt Gano will check in. Harrison White will come out.
One and one here, so Smith will have to make the front end.
Yes, it is the 1-and-1. Exactly. 12 and 2, 10 seconds.
Let's go now.
Free throw is up. No good. Rebound, Mikey Joseph. He put it back. And it fell in there good. And a timeout called by North Gwinnett, a 30-second timeout with 7 and 9, 10 seconds. Now just think if you'd have got that on the second free throw.
And Smith, or excuse me, I keep calling him Smith because there's 1,000 of them. But Mikey Joseph missed an easy layup look on their last possession down the court. This time, harder layup being contested, but nonetheless 2 points and down to 1 possession game here with 7.9 left. I would expect a quick foul if you don't get a steal off the inbounds pass from North Gwinnett.
Taking a look at that North Gwinnett huddle and Coach Matt Gardner. This is his first year, second game as the head coach here at North Gwinnett. But he's been around the North Gwinnett community basically for 15, 17 years, so he knows how it goes here. Maybe longer than that. North Gwinnett cheerleaders having some fun down there too. Festive atmosphere. And while I have a moment, I want to thank North Gwinnett. They have been outstanding hosts, a wonderful hospitality room. And this is not the last day. Tomorrow we will have a lot more fun as well. 5 games for you. 7.9 as we try to finish this one. Lambert looking on the inbound. And he inbound and had to foul immediately. Only took 9/10 of a second off the clock. Ethan Smith committed the foul. So the parade of the free throw line will continue. And it's key that you make both of them.
Deckard stepped up the line last time down the parade to the free throw line, hit his 2. Look to do that again here.
2 shots now. And he's 2 of 2 on the day. Hit 2 big ones here just a little while ago. Free throw, good.
That's that one. And now we get to the question where if he misses this one, do you foul and make him shoot the 2, or do you?
You're asking that?
Do you trust your defense to play good defense? Won't matter though if he makes this one, and he does.
Got up there and made the free throws crucial. Here's Smith racing into the forecourt. Smith is going to drive all the way. Shot up, goaltend.
Uh-oh, they're going to call that?
There's a foul call with 2 seconds where we have a goaltending call. Maybe 2 shots. A foul is on Melm. So now what you do is you make the first one, you miss it, you get it back, you hit a 3, and we go to overtime. That's what you do.
I'd love some more basketball.
Smith free throw rolls in good. 62-59. 2 seconds to go. He will miss it. No, he made it. And he'll call timeout. Final timeout called by North Gwinnett, 62-60.
If you're Lambert, most important thing right here is just getting the ball in bounds. Definitely don't want a 5 count. Certainly don't want any kind of turnover. You get that ball in bounds, you get fouled, it's going to be tough for North Gwinnett to get down the length of the court and get a shot up with likely a second, maybe a little bit over left on the clock.
2 seconds to go, 62-60. Lambert trying to move to 2-0 on the season. North Gwinnett trying to avoid 0-2.
Get a win here at home in front of these fans who've livened up here in the fourth quarter as North Gwinnett made a comeback after being down double digits at the half.
And gave them a reason to. So here's the inbound underneath, and it will be Caleb Costa that will be inbounding it. And a foul called on North Gwinnett. We'll come down here and shoot two. I could have expected that to come.
Yeah, definitely not a bad decision. No time will run off the clock. Hope that he'll miss one.
What you would like is miss the first one, make the second. That's what you would like if you're North Gwinnett.
Yep. Of course, we saw back in 2010, Coach Mike Krzyzewski telling his big man to miss it like that, down 2. Almost came back to bite him against those. Cinderella story from Butler.
No good!
Uh-oh, here you go. You might have predicted it.
Because, see, you get in this situation, you
He
have
makes
to
it.
make
Yep.
it. You
Yep.
have to make it.
Yep.
Because if you don't and something crazy happens, they're not going to get a 2 off.
Right.
They're going to sub on the make, and they made it. North Gwinnett had one more timeout left. 63-60. It's a full timeout.
With 2 seconds left, you can get a decent look
Yes,
here.
you can.
You want to get, ideally, your best shooter coming across, getting the ball moving up court, getting his momentum going towards your basket. Look for a pick or 2 off ball here. We'll see who they decide to go to. I think Leifson may be their guy.
And we've seen a shot. Were you here?
I was not. There we go.
You weren't here, were you? I can't remember. Was that the first game, the Archer game, where we had the 3 from midcourt? Yeah, that was the Archer game. Yeah, we've had a 3 from that far out today.
Uh-oh. I wouldn't mind a couple extra minutes this game. But we'll see what Lambert does here. They'll be putting their biggest player on the roster over the inbounder, you would assume, trying to get a hand in his face, maybe a deflection before the ball can even get to a Bulldog for that shot.
One of the theme songs of the SUV TV crew is Kevin Gates, I Don't Get Tired. We never get tired of basketball here at SUV TV. Every game is different, no matter how many we see, watch, record, rewind, pause. Every one of them is different. All right, so here you go, 2 seconds. He can run the baseline. There's the quarterback. It's not KJ Hancock, who's a receiver who has not seen action in this game. Smith can move the baseline, trying to get open. There's the inbound. Joseph, Leifson shot. No! They drew it up just well and were unable to get it.
Beautifully drawn up. Leeson just couldn't quite get a handle to get a good shot off. But what a game we had. Lambert played well, led the game pretty much from start to finish. North Gwinnett scrappy at the end, just did not have enough to overcome a very composed Lambert team.
An outstanding ball game. The high man, I think, is going to be Morcom. Morcom fouled out with 18. Connor Mayman, he had 13 in the game. Austin Decker with 6. Andrew Melms with 13 as well for Lambert, as they hang on and win 63-60 over the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. This has been the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic Day 2. Joel Hilsman and our entire crew, we thank you for the entire crew. And for Ned Cash, we'll be back tomorrow. 5 games right here on the SUV TV. Good night, everyone.